Okay, I know, we've already been through this. The iPhone SE 3rd generation isn't really the best iPhone, but it's very, very strange to me because this specific iPhone lineup originated from probably one of the most perfect iPhones Apple has ever made. There's been a few of them, in their whole entire lineup. We've had iPhones like the iPhone 13 Pro, which was like almost perfect. We've had iPhones like the iPhone 10, which is arguably, almost as perfect as the iPhone 13 Pro. The iPhone 4S was really good, but on it, the iPhone 4 was like, a huge monumental change, but the original iPhone SE, I've personally never seen an iPhone like this before, and I'm meaning that in like a good way. Obviously, the body was reincarnated from the iPhone 5S, and it's pretty much almost the same thing as the iPhone 5S to be honest in most ways, but the fact that the iPhone SE brought brand new internals in a design that wasn't actually that old at that time is actually pretty insane to me. So to rewind back in 2016, early 2016 when this iPhone came out, realistically, the iPhone 6S, which was a 2015 phone, this was only a little bit older. This was only just a few months after the iPhone 6S came out. Now, the reason I say that is because something like the iPhone SE, if it was released nowadays, with the same design, it really wouldn't be that nice. I think it'd be too small and the body is pretty, outdated, let's be real. But back in 2016, early 2016, when this phone came out, you have to remember that this design was only 2 generations old. This was, a design from 2013, so years-wise it was 3 years, but not even. It was only 2 generations old. We only had the 6 and the iPhone 6S, and those were the same exact body. So the reason why I think the body of it wasn't even that dated was because just 2 years ago before this, or 2 generations before, it was the flagship of flagships at that time, and now it was a $399 budget phone, which was awesome. So the fact that it was kind of stated as an older body with newer internals, it really wasn't even that older of a body. Let's be real, it was kind of new to be honest. And there were plenty of iPhone 5Ss at that time that were still probably being sold for quite a bit of money. Now on top of that, internally, it had the same internals as the flagship of that time, which was the iPhone 6S. It had a better back camera, which was cool in terms of the, past generation iPhone 6 and the iPhone 5S. It had 2 gigabytes of RAM. It had that Apple A9 chip inside. And now looking back, the iPhone SE the original one, ended up lasting so many years longer than the iPhone 5S and the iPhone 6. So those type of things for a budgetier phone of that caliber, it's actually pretty insane to think about how important this iPhone was. It lasted for a very long time, and honestly, on iOS 15, it has been one of the best performing phones I've had on iOS 15. It's not the fastest, it's not the coolest or anything, but it's been performing very, very well for everything that I've been doing with it, and I think that in and of itself it just gets a humongous thumbs up from me in that standpoint. And ultimately, when I look back at this iPhone, I kind of consider it perfect. I think this iPhone was perfect at that time, and if Apple just kept in the same genre, if they just kept making the iPhone SE2 not that dated, I think the design is okay, but now with the iPhone SE3, the fact that they made it the same body as it was with the SE2 and they didn't really do anything else, like those type of things made me really upset. And when I look at the original iPhone SE, it was beautiful, and I was so happy they kind of stuck with it for a few years. And then with the next iPhone SE, it kind of, it was a little wobbly, but now with the new iPhone SE, I'm not a fan of it, but I definitely do think the original iPhone SE was probably more perfect than anyone else realizes. So that kind of covers it up. If you have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.